Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the problem 3 to the power of 13 minus 3. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by rewriting this as 3 to the power of 12 plus 1 minus 3. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So I get 3 to the power of 12 times 3 to the power of 1 minus 3. And from here, I can factor out 3. So I get 3 times 3 to the power of 12 minus 1. Now 3 to the power of 12, I'm going to rewrite as 3 to the power of 6 times 2. And that's equal to 3 times 3 to the power of 6 to the power of 2 minus 1 squared. And I'm writing this like this because now I can use the property a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So this turns into 3 times 729 plus 1 times 729 minus 1. This is equal to 730 times 728. So from here, I'm going to rewrite this as 700 plus 30 times 700 plus 28. So this is equal to 3 times 700 squared plus 700 times 28 plus 30 times 700 plus 28 times 30. Now this is equal to 3 times 490,000 plus 40,600 plus 840, which is equal to 3 times 531,440, which is equal to 1,594,320. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be solving the equation x to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 144. So, to solve this, what I'm first going to do is take the power of 6 on both sides. So I get x to the power of x to the power of 6 to the power of 6 is equal to 144 to the power of 6. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. And m and n, I can switch these two. So this is equal to a to the power of n times m. Now, if a to the power of m times n is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n, then a to the power of n times m, this should equal a to the power of n to the power of m. Meaning, a to the power of m to the power of n is equal to a to the power of n to the power of m. So now that we know this, we can think of x to the power of 6 as m and 6 as n, and using this property, I'm going to switch these two places. So now I have x to the power of 6 to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 144 to the power of 6. So now from here, 144 is the same thing as 12 squared. So I get x to the power of 6 to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 12 squared to the power of 6. And remember, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 12 to the power of 2 to the power of 6 is going to equal 12 to the power of 2 times 6, which is 12 to the power of 12. And now, my final step is that if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, this means that a equals b. So in this case, x to the power of 6 is equal to 12. So now, we want to get rid of this power of 6, so I'm going to take the 6th root on both sides. So I get the 6th root of x to the power 6 is equal to the 6th root of 12. Now the 6th root of x to the power 6 is simply just x. So I get x is equal to the 6th root of 12, which is the same thing as 12 to the power of 1 over 6. So either of these two work. So this is my answer to this problem.